welcome to your wealth reading for August 2025. This month, Aquarius, I'm going to be connecting with 5 archangels that have to do with providing help, guidance, support, everything to do with abundance, success, prosperity. So we'll get a message from each of them for you. And then we'll also do the cards for your reading. So I do timestamp below if you want to skip ahead to your messages. Otherwise, welcome and thank you for hanging out with me. We'll see what initial impressions I get in terms of what's the conversation is today as I start to connect in here with your energies and seeing what the angels want to talk about. I'm going to bring to your attention a couple cards there from Gabriel. Oh, I'm going to try to get to it. Just keep my eye on the one that Ariel wanted. Okay. Just scoot the camera, sorry. There we go. Well, I could also just move the cards. I just came from a reading about overcomplicating things, doing things more simple, more easy, and then I go ahead and overcomplicate something. Okay, so let's see, cards for the month. Let's see what cards come out. Your message. Last month it was all about, were you going to take the kind of driver's seat of the wheel of fate, or were you just going to allow it to kind of turn and see how things kind of fall into place for you? So basically, take action or just kind of sit back. I feel like we're getting one more card here for you. I think it's kind of the one here in front of it. I don't know if you can, there we go, see that? Okay, so let me just see where that one actually wanted to go. I just tossed it out so I could put the cards aside. It looks like I do have to move a little bit. You just kind of want to be here at the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to shift these a bit, see what's going on here with you all in terms of the initial impression, because every sign I've been getting like some kind of pattern or feeling over here. I really want these cards to show. There we go. It's definitely the side view of something. I can't figure out what they're trying to give me the side view of. Is it like a truck with its wheels turning? Like the cab, I don't know, the first wheel, the trailer, and the wheels turning. I don't know why they're giving me this kind of side profile of some kind of transportation. Maybe it's a train. I don't know. I feel more like transport truck for some reason. Not sure why they're giving me that. Okay. We'll see how that plays a role in your reading. I'm just going to take the timestamp here for everyone joining us now, and we'll get into your archangels. Let's start with Satial, Archangel Satial. So kind of an overarching message in terms of wealth, finance, abundance, stability. Really talking loudly here about kind of the family home base for you, Aquarius. So I guess house, home is on your mind as it relates to connecting in here with your finances, right? See how the finances are kind of connecting into the 4 pillars with the family. So as it relates to kind of abundance, it looks like more home and lifestyle and less so profession here. It's sort of a starting point. But you have a solid foundation. I'm not sure why it's on your mind. I mean, Archangel Messages is reflecting and acknowledging that it's on your mind, that this is where your focus is or where your focus should be. But I don't see a concern with it. Archangel Ariel, so revenue coming in and out, flow of money in and out. Yeah, you have a nice solid pillar here at your back. You know, the start of a good foundation. Maybe that's what it is, because I'm saying start of a foundation. So maybe you're just starting to kind of build this new chapter. So it could be the lifestyle that you want, you know, fixing up the home that you want, building the family that you want, because it does attach to finances, right? Because you got to fund the addition of a family member or changes to the home. But you've got a good starting point here. You have a nice solid foundation that you're building off of here. In terms of kind of when to start, right? When should I? She's kind of debating here, right? When do I start to kind of pay out or prepare? Maybe it's more so prepare. Some of this could be saving. How much do I save away? When do I start? You know, there's this beautiful call to your intuition here. You know, you'll know, you can feel it, trust your gut. You know, this is your home, this is your family. You'll know when it's right for you. You'll know when you feel financially prepared to take whatever action. Maybe that's why I see a truck, moving truck. You know, maybe you're, again, home life, moving. Archangel Jophiel, so giving you a different perspective on the situation. Here's that spinning of the wheel. We had it over here. Also the phases of the moon rotate as well. So rotation. Are you rotating through another phase, another cycle? Could be the season coming up as well. Like preparedness, preparing the home, preparing schedules, family life for that next season. You know, looking ahead. Where do my finances need to go? You know, back half of the year we have holidays. So finances get tapped into more as we begin to gift and celebrate and visit with others. There's this focus on the wheel turning here in terms of the financial planning. I think as long as you just keep your eye out on what's in the calendar, right? What's coming up. I don't think you'll be caught off guard. I think that's really kind of the point of view here that Jophiel is trying to share with you, is just encouragement to stick with the schedule that you seem to be adopting and developing, this plan. Maybe you're kind of changing your relationship with finances, Aquarius. Maybe you're paying more attention to them lately. And kind of like I said, the turning of the wheel here, the cog is starting to go, right? You're starting to get momentum. You know, maybe you're starting to see your investments starting to build now, your savings starting to build now. You're starting to see some momentum. Archangel Uriel, so helping with creative solutions, you know, problem solving, also helping us with kind of getting a higher view. And here she, I don't know why I got positive energy off Uriel just now, but shoot, now that threw me off. I gotta come back. The 360 view, that's where I was going, right? Because the toe here off the cliff, being able to kind of look down here on your world. But you have something here like at your heels, right? The dog is, for some reason I feel like the saying, nipping at your heels. So this could be Also my charm, which is a rope ring like this, is a commitment, a bad habit, a bad cycle. So if that's what the dog is trying to chew here, right? Cut off at your heel. So in terms of a solution, a bigger picture from Uriel, it looks like there's a bad habit. If it has to do with wealth, it could be splurging. Maybe you have a habit of just constantly buying and returning things. So you're not really ever kind of getting ahead. Or you purchase things before you have the savings. I don't know, there's some kind of, bad or poor habit here that, your angel here says you can cut out, right? That's the solution. If you feel like finances are tight or you're not ready yet for this next stage in your home life, you got to cut this out. It could just be a monthly cost, a monthly subscription that you're not really using, right? If you're not really using it, then cut it out. Get those savings into your bank. Okay, so then we have Archangel Gabriel with communications. I was just pausing because I was looking back at my notes about last month. Are you going to drive or kind of sit back? Are you going to take control or not? And this would be taking control, right? Changing your fate by changing a habit that's not serving you well financially. That could be your, I don't know, weekly coffee or something that is just, $20 a week for whatever reason when you can have a $3 one at home. So in terms of communications, looks like you, again, another message about improving your relationship with finances. You're looking at them. You're, you're kind of watching the funds come in and go out and where it's going. And again, growing the savings. So being honest, so intuition here, you're kind of in the head and the heart, right? So being honest with self of what needs to be done, how to get there, and then you get there. It's kind of shifting here. Improving. This is also communications with others that control your finances, right? So you're just improving conversations with when you approach to ask for a raise, when you approach to ask for a loan, when you're, whatever connection this is, your financial advisor, whatever it is, you're improving that relationship because your coffer here, your trunk's getting fuller and fuller and fuller. So possibility to do that, to kind of change your relationship with wealth and how you communicate about wealth as well. Positive affirmations. Okay, let's head over to your truck here. Let's start at the top, the cab here. Who's hanging out in the truck? And look at you all hanging out too. Right? The close connections you have that make up your world. Right? You're having a little party here, celebrating. This is you, so celebrating you. This could be maybe the completion, right, of your foundation. That could be the invitation, right? Celebration here. But you don't need to splurge, right? You don't have to go all out on food and decor, because look how happy they are with just a stick. The little things. It's the companionship that matters, and spending time together, not the abundance of food or drink, right? Not with this group, at least. Not with these people. They just want to spend time with you, just be part of your world, just be in your energy. That's just what makes them happy here. So I'm not sure why they're bringing up people. Maybe you've been isolating, cut off, because there's this invite people into your world. Again, the truck moving. Have people part of it. celebrate, enjoy it together, right? Allow people to celebrate you. Okay. Yeah, look at this kind of isolation here. You can move forward. Well, this is the first wheel, so that's why I'm saying you can move forward. You can continue to move forward kind of solo here, independently. I shouldn't say solo, but just independently. You can kind of continue to have these experiences, see your wealth grow, but not really share with anyone other than kind of yourself here, or maybe your one close partner. Maybe it's like you and child, you and partner, but you know, the rest of your close contacts are hanging out here, but you're keeping them in the dark for whatever reason. You're not sharing the beautiful things that are happening in your life right now. So, wheel turning towards these connections here. Okay. Oh, this is a beautiful interpretation of the card, the Hierophant. Usually he's pointing up at the heavens, but here he's looking out at them, right? Looking out at the landscape here. So I'm trying to get it to, there we go. The card itself is kind of fuzzy. So maybe that's what you're struggling with. You know, maybe your future feels fuzzy. You don't really know what you're looking out at. You don't know what to expect. A bit of fear. Because look, even here you're kind of looking into the black hole, but look who lights it up for you. Look who's lighting up the darkness. You're supporting family. You're supporting network of friends and colleagues. This is also the front of the truck, so this would be like headlight, right? So your network can light up where you're headed. They can help you focus in, clarify the fuzziness here in your future, as I realized the camera was fuzzy that whole time. So this call for you to head towards the support group, open up to them, right? Open the door, open up to them, invite them in. They'll help you with this clarity. They can help you with more clarity. Okay. Now look at your home now, okay? Look at the difference. When you open up and allow people in to know about your success or what you're trying to accomplish, and they offer what they have to offer you, and whether that's just motivating you or cheering you on, right? Your home goes from the wealth hanging up here to coming down all your walls. Look at the change in your happiness, your joy. You feel better. You're wearing beautiful green here. You're content, you're happy, you're joyful. You're loving your space. You're loving your environment. But it requires you to open up. Open up. Open up. Even the trunk here is open up, right? Okay. Yeah, look at you sitting in your field of joy, the Sun card. That's what you're transporting, right? In the back of your cab here. Oh, throw open the doors, right? Allow your corgi to run outside into the field. Allow yourself some joy, some happiness. I was gonna say you're the one of another sign, but you're kind of in a block of signs that I'm reading right now. And this return to the happiness, this return to joy, not doing things on your own, using the support that's around you, your support network that's around you, right? The people that are closest to you, family, friends. Okay, so this back wheel that was spinning together here. Let's see which way they want them. Okay. So look at you. Now look at the wealth. It just keeps going, right? Once you get the momentum going here, which your friends are powering, right? If this was I also said this could be read as a side of a train, so this would be like the steam engine or the coals, right? You gotta light them up so they're stalking your network here. It gives you the energy you need, clearly. It drives you forward. And last month, Aquarius, we talked about, will you drive or sit back? And it looks like you're still sitting back. You're just looking out at the fuzzy future to let fate turn. But the angels say, no, get in the driver's seat here. And your network's going to give you the fuel, the energy you need. And when you do, again, look at the three glow ups here. Your solid foundation, your abundance, your happiness, your joy starts to spread. And now look at you sitting in full wealth, health, abundance, joy. It's all stacked up there ahead of you. Now the wealth is inside and outside of your home. So that's you starting to pay it forward, right? You get into a position in life where you can now be the supporter. You're now on that team, right? The freedom. You're outside of the cage. You know, this traumatic period is over. Your picket fence is around your beautiful home here. You have the freedom to do what you want. You'll remember, right? You're going to remember this period because it stung you, right? Going kind of alone, or just the memory of, why did I go alone for so long? But then you take off, right? You grow. You have a beautiful, gilded cage, kind of nest that you made for yourself that you're enjoying. And both of these, yes, you're alone again, but you're sitting and enjoying versus staring off into the blackness, right? Staring off into the unknown, staring off and trying to figure it out. You have it all figured out here. You're just enjoying it. So some beautiful joy here awaiting you, abundance, happiness. If you can get yourself moving clearly with the transportation analogy, a metaphor, I'm not sure what I should be calling it, is the call back to your reading last month about drive or sit back. The angels, they want you driving, and the fuel to get you going, the fuel to get you moving is your close network. Not doing this solo. Okay, so let's check in next month and let's see if you got your momentum going here.